Okay, so in kindergarten I always got bullied by this one crusty musty crappy kid, and there was another kid was his friend and also bullied me. I didn't tell my mom until I was almost in the 2nd grade, like halfway through kindergarten. So my mom saw the crusty musty kid bullying me and she asked were you getting bullied by that crusty musty crappy kid today? So I said yes, and then she told my older brother, so she asked my brother to protect me and he said okay fine. By that day I was so scared about that one kid, but I wasn't about that other crusty musty kindergartner kid cause he wasn't as bad as he was. So I didn't know what day that was gonna happen, so I was being careful. But I always hanged out with my brother and his friends, so I had a lot of protection by my brother and his friends, but I was always beside my brother. But when my brother wasn't around, the crusty musty crappy kid was always around me. It's almost like he was planning something, but at the time I didn't think that he was even planning something, and the other crusty musty kindergartner kid was not playing with him cause he played with other boys that some of them I didn't like. And I didn't care what the crusty musty crappy kid thought, but he always saw me and my brother beside each other. I wasn't hanging out with my bestie, but at lunchtime and recess we played, but in the morning I was always beside my brother and his 12 friends. When I was in class that day, the crusty musty crappy kid always sat in the chair in the back of the classroom. I sat beside some random classmates most of the time, and most of the time I tried to avoid sitting beside the crusty musty kindergartner kid cause I didn't like him or even play with him. I don't know why the crusty musty crappy kid always sat in the chair in the back of the classroom. After that day was done, I went home and I told my mom that I was fine. He did nothing, but my mom said what was he doing for bullying? And I said he was non-stop chasing me and hitting me with pine cones. They did hurt ... but I was fine. And then so a month later at Cameo School I walk up to my classroom door that went to my classroom, and outside the door I placed my bag and going near the playground. And after I was going down the slide I saw the crusty musty crappy kid and the crusty musty kindergartner kid running to me, so I climb down the stairs and I start running near the field where my brother was. Either were catching up to me, so I run as fast as I can near the field. When I get there my brother is talking to his friends, and meanwhile I'm running around them trying to get their attention. So I stop running, but they catch up to me and the crusty musty crappy kid starts choking me to dear with his arms, and the crusty musty kindergartner kid does nothing, so my brother hears me screaming and he goes up to him and pushes him to the ground grass, and my brother helps me up. So the next day my brother got suspended for pushing the crusty musty crappy kid to the ground, but my mom didn't care because he was protecting me, so my mom didn't care once bit, so I kept going to school. Anyways, bye, that it for today.